Priory, I think it is. Certainly shaping up to be a cracking morning. As much as I'm following the trail, it's nice to kind of make it up. Right, hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Not the video I planned to make this week at all. Yeah, I'm not going to get into that. It was meant to be with Kyle, but he's not well. It's a whole new concept for a video that we've done on this channel before, so we'll save it for a later date. But I am out on the east coast in Tynemouth. I'm going to head down the coastal path down towards Whitley. I think it's called the Spanish City Trail or something like that. It's about 10-15 mile long. So yeah, I'm going to take you along for the journey. It's about 8 in the morning now. We're just getting the sunrise. Absolutely glorious start to a day. Directly behind me we've got Tynemouth Priory, I think it is. We'll see as we get down this way. So I did actually stop in a hotel last night. It's that grey building just by the lighthouse behind us. I think it was called the View Cottage or something like that. Really nice seaside view. For 40 quid a night you can't knock that at all. Like, yeah, it was nice to have a bit of a change of pace and not be in the tent for once, as much as I love it, but like you can see I'm dressing normal attire today, so hopefully none of the paths are too boggy or anything like that. Fingers crossed there. Just 20 seconds down the road, we've got the first coastal path marker. So I think this part of the trail heads from Tynemouth, where I am now, like I say, to Cullercourt, where there's a nice beach there, and then on to Whitley Bay. And I cannot remember what the last place is called, where you kind of loop back around and come back down this way. Probably going to head back into Whitley and get the train back into Newcastle from there on the way back. It's certainly shaping up to be a cracking morning though. First beach we've come to. I think I might head down and follow this path around here. As much as I'm following the trail, it's nice to kind of make it up. That's where we are. Welcome to King Edward's Bay. I do love the east coast. Very, very different to walking on the west coast or the northwest coast, any other Cumbria coast. Very much more built up. Tides come a lot closer to the actual towns than they do anywhere I can think of on the Cumbria side of things anyway. That's the Priory from the opposite side as well. So scenic. Yeah, that's quite interesting. One of the first recorded Viking raids took place at this section of the coast. Crazy. Another one of the reasons for doing this walk this morning as well is to try and recce some camping spots around here as well, because I have been, well, I did a video on Whitley earlier in the year with my daughter, but yeah, like I said, with it being that built up, I just didn't think it was worth bringing the tent last night and I wanted to come back out this way, so I thought I'd do this walk this morning, see what we can find, and if it does get any less busy as I head up the way, so we'll see I suppose. Some absolutely gorgeous buildings. Nice little kind of pond area over here. I think it's Tynemouth Park it's called. Really nice. I don't know why you would sit over there though when you've got this right behind you. And this beach that was just behind me is Longlands Beach, which is quite a famous beach around this area. You can see why it's gorgeous. Yeah, it's certainly not like any coastal walking I've done before this. It's really different, just so urbanised. So I think by the looks of it, this is us just coming out of Tynemouth into colour coats now. Yeah, definitely still on the right track there. So there's one final view of Tynemouth. It's definitely getting a bit grey now. Hope it doesn't rain, because I ain't got no waterproofs with me. And this right here is Cullercoats Bay. Lovely little area. Don't know if it'll show up well on the camera, but see a rainbow. That's pretty. I don't know if it's as pretty as that though. Well, that's Cullercoats pass through. Very underwhelming if I'm honest. There wasn't much going on. Wasn't really an awful lot of places to stop at. Looked like there was some nice hotels and apartments and that with nice sea views, but yeah, a bit underwhelming. I can see here in the distance, so that's definitely Whitley Bay. You can see it getting a bit busier as I get into Whitley because it's a busy little spot. A lot of shops and that should be open now, so I might stop and get some breakfast somewhere. Find somewhere nice to sit on the beach. You can see all of the rainbow now though. That's where I stayed last time. Looks like it's got a to let sign on there now, that's a shame. So a slight change of plan, ended up going into a Wetherspoons for some breakfast as I passed it, which was good timing because it did start to rain for about 20 minutes, so yeah, swerve that one. But yeah, this door building you can see behind me, that's the reason Whitley gets called the Spanish City. It's I think they used to do that, is it the Toreador kind of events with the bulls in the early 1900s, so yeah, it was the only kind of place in England I think that did it at the time, so they dressed it up as like a Spanish looking kind of town inside, and yeah, that's what it is, the Spanish City. But I am heading towards this lighthouse, I think. Pretty much instantly as I'm heading out of Whitley, it's just starting to quieten down once you get away from all the shops and everything back over there. It's great. Still a few folk on the beach, right? What a morning. Glad I swerved that rain. I would have thought the coastal path route would head down that way, but I can see a marker just down here. So it must follow the grass kind of verge across there. Stop for a little sit down and just enjoy the views. Absolutely cracking. Like, I feel like I've neglected coastal walking a bit this year, but there's just been that much happening in the lakes and places like that, and obviously coast to coast took over, the training side took over quite a lot at the start of the year. What have we done since? Annandale Way, did the Millers Way before that. So yeah, it's just not really happened. There's been a lot of inland walking this year, but wouldn't change it for the world. There's been some absolutely brilliant hikes and camps. The rest of it, I'm looking forward to see what the rest of the winter brings as well. I can't see there being many as nice mornings as this though. I do have maybe 4 or 5 days on the southwest coast path next June though, so it'll certainly be a bit more rugged terrain than what I've done this morning. It's nice flat walking. Not really that far to go to the lighthouse now though. See what's over that way. That is the end of the walk as I had it planned though. For a very last minute kind of planned little trip out, this has been absolutely cracking there. Like I say, I had a brilliant day yesterday off camera. It was just nice to chill out, just enjoy my surroundings, and then Go for a nice little walk this morning, then be back into Newcastle this afternoon. Hopefully get back in to watch the football at dinner time. I think Newcastle are at home though, and they've got Chelsea, so it might be a bit busy everywhere. We'll see though. Might throw a few clips of that up if it's worth it. Right, back off again. I'm thinking I'm going to head down here and onto the beach, because as I've been sat, I've literally been watching the beach disappear. I've never actually witnessed that before. It's weird to watch how fast it happens. So yeah, actually touch some sand. Like you can see, it's so close now. That, what, 15-20 minutes ago was right out there. Crazy. It's a beautiful little stretch of beach here. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to cut back up here though, because I think if I head right down the way, I'm going to be underwater. Well, not underwater, but soaked before I can get up again. So yeah, back up the steps we go. I may have spoke too soon. Could be underwater pretty soon. I don't know the best way across this. Have a look up here. This looks alright. Oh yes. Made it. Yeah, this is a bit different terrain. Certainly potentially muddy underfoot, but oh, no way. Oh, that is bog. Oh, easy way around though. It looks like it might stay like this for a little bit before heading back down onto the little promenade kind of bit over towards the lighthouse. Jesus Christ, it is boggy around here. Not like the right footwear for this. Well, so far, when it comes to looking for camping spots, not a single one, not even close to a camping spot. In fact, this area here is probably the closest we've got, and it's right by a main road on a busy little path, so not ideal at all. So it might be a write-off for this kind of end of the country for wild camping coastal anyhow, which is a shame really. I'm sure if you go further up or past South Shields and down that way, I'm sure there'll be areas down there, but that's for another time. Swiftly approaching that lighthouse now. Look how slowly it's moving. It doesn't look real. It's not showing up on the camera as well as the way I'm looking at it like, but that is weird. Yeah, I've just spiked up and I did not expect to see it, so I'll show you. Yeah, the Reavers off-road biking trail, that passes right through Carlisle, that. Crazy. I'm going to have a look, it's actually tickles my interest, that one. Yeah, what do you think? 2024, join the Cycle to Work scheme, get a decent bike and do some kind of backpacking trips, and that'll be fun. Despite this behind me, I'm going to have to see what it is. Here to stay or passing through. Oh wow. I was not expecting that, it's beautiful. Must be a little like wildlife conservation area. Hope that wind's not getting you. I really should have brought the little external mic out with us today, but I just cannot get you. You've got it's quite a cheap one, you've got to wear it like in your, well, near your pocket or something. You can't have it up here, or it sounds like it was in that Silif camping video I did a month or so ago. Yeah, I was not impressed with the sound quality on that at all. I did work out afterwards it has a denoise setting on it though, so might make a bit of difference. Ah, look at this though. So as we get around the corner, I'm just kind of coming up to the lighthouse now. And you know I've got to be here for the finish. I think I can see just coming up here some kind of marker, so it's nice to have something like that at the end of a walk, isn't it? Even though I've got to walk back the way, but and here we are, St Mary's Island Local Nature Reserve. Better read that. I don't know why they've used a white background. Here's the marker I can see. See what it says. Curry's Point. On the 4th of September 1739, Michael Curry was executed for the murder of the landlord of the Horseshoes Inn in Hartley. His body was afterwards hung in chains and gibbeted this bloody hell within sight of the scene of his crime. Ever since the gruesome event, the headline has been known as Curry's Point, erected the 4th of September 1989 to mark the 250th anniversary. So I'm actually older than this. If I stood still that long, that's what it looked like. Wow, the views have opened right back up again. Look at that. There's the lighthouse. I think I'm going to go find myself a seat up here. So this, for the northeast side of the coast anyhow, whenever I do the next video, this will be the starting point for the video. And we will head that way, because I would like to get towards Bamber Castle and that kind of area. Just by chance, that is the way. He's enjoying himself. I'll tell you what, looking at these cliffs, that's certainly given me the itch again for more coastal walking. Like I said, this will be the start point and I'll be heading that way. Who knows when, but it'll happen. Right folks, with the lighthouse in the background, I'm going to leave this video here. I don't know how long it's lasted. I hope the wind's not taken over it, but we'll find out when I get to the editor. But yeah, thanks for joining me. If you have enjoyed it, please consider subscribing. Yeah, I'll see you next week. I don't know what for, I don't know what the plan is, we haven't got one yet. And I'm a bit gutted, even though I have enjoyed this, that it wasn't the video that was planned for this week. But yeah, until then, I'll see you then.